My YouTube channel, it's not a hiking channel, it's not a running channel, it's not even an outdoors channel. It's a personal development channel. You know, personal development, inspiration, motivation, and life lessons from an ordinary guy. And here we've got two ordinary guys trying to do some, for us, what would be extraordinary. I should talk about my new shoes. I went back to iRun, the running store in Phoenix, and I was talking to James and told him about my visit to the doctor and that I had a stress reaction, and you should have seen his reaction. He was like, oh no, like went right for these shoes. He said, when people have that kind of issue, this is the kind of shoes we put them in. They're all Hoka One shoes. Apparently those are pretty awesome shoes, and so I ended up getting a pair of Speed Goat 2, I think, and man, these shoes are awesome. This is like, they're like running on a cloud. I was telling Carl, man, it's like running on pillows. There's so much cushion, they're so comfortable. I didn't want to spend the money, I wasn't planning on buying new shoes, but they're on the expensive side, but they're worth every penny, man. These shoes are incredible. So, Carl and I have done our first loop. We are probably around, what, 13 miles? Yeah. About 13 miles. So we are about halfway. It's warmer today, and we're both a little tired. I don't know about Carl, but I'm having a little bit of an off day. Tired, my stomach's a little upset, and I had a headache earlier. Carl said he got sunburned last week, and so now he has a wet towel on the back of his neck. But that feels good.
It does feel good.
So we're at the main entrance, and they've got bathrooms, they've got drinking fountains, and there's a lot of people. It's funny, we're stretching out a little bit. Carl's stretching his hips out. We're getting ready to go back out.
This is my fifth one.
Your fifth one?
Uh-huh.
And I think in some ways, neither one of us is saying it, but I think we're both stalling a little bit. Because it feels so good just standing here, in the shade, the breeze, and then the water's nice and cold. And the thought of going back out there in the sun and running another 17 miles, or 13 miles, 14 miles, whatever. Right now, that's not very appealing. So we just met Anthony Ante.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
Right, and he just moved here from Auburn, California, and he was telling us that Western states, he was asking us, have you ever heard of Western states? So, and what were you saying?
Well, I saw you guys were runners, so I lived in Auburn where the Western states originated, and it ends at the high school there, so I'd go there whenever the races run in the mornings, and watching runners come in, it's really exhilarating.
That's cool.
And seeing those guys trek in, they have to run one lap around the track to finish.
Yeah.
And
after they've already done almost like 100 miles.
100 miles, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes running for like, I think under 24 hours you get a belt buckle, so they're trying to finish it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's nuts.
That's cool. That is awesome. So, and how long have you been here?
5 weeks.
So
I just moved here.
You just moved here, and you 5 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. Welcome to Arizona.
Thank you very much.
That's awesome. You out here doing a hike too?
Yeah, I'm going to go do a hike and get a little sweat in.
Nice, yeah.
Awesome.
That'll be easy to get the sweat in.
I know.
something about doing things together, like the teamwork, the just building upon each other's motivation. Like one time one guy is like, all right, let's go, let's get this going, when the other guy's down. Or you like listen to the it's just inspiring, being with each other and thinking about the other person's goal and trying to support that goal, not to fail the other guy. Just the whole teamwork of being together helps everybody just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep working towards the goal.
Yeah, it's like having an accountability partner, right?
It is.
It's like you don't want to let each other down, and at the same time, one person might be feeling better than the other person. Like, you're having a good day, I'm having a bad day. I don't want to like slow you down. I was just thinking that, telling Carl, you know, my YouTube channel it's not a hiking channel, it's not a running channel, it's not an outdoors channel. It's a personal development channel. So I like to use these activities as a metaphor for personal development, for life, and see what kind of lessons we can learn. And one of the things that comes to mind is that life is like a trail. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you got to go up some crazy extreme uphills. Sometimes you get some easy downhills. And sometimes the sun's beating on you and you don't feel like you can keep going. And it certainly helps to have someone along with you, a friend. So my suggestion to you would be to be that someone that your friend needs, or be that someone that somebody else needs. Maybe they're a stranger. And reach out to them and help their life's journey on their trail be a little bit better. And the other thing that comes to mind is we need the uphills. We need the hard parts. We need the difficulty. Otherwise, we will not grow. Personal development will not happen. If all you're doing is going easy downhill, easy all the time, there's no place for improvement. There's no need for improvement, no requirement, so it doesn't happen. So the next challenge you have in your life, or maybe you have one right now, embrace it. Look for the lesson. Press forward, have some faith. Grab a friend, tell them what's going on, and keep going. That's how we get better. You need the challenge. You need the struggle. It's a blessing. You may not think it now, but after a while down the road, when you get to the top of the trail, you look back and you realize, wow, I really needed that. I needed that. I'm better because of it. So Carl and I just finished 26 miles. It was a good day. It was a very hard day. I'm just very tired right now, just worn out. But we did it. We did 26 miles, and now we're gonna go do the remaining 0.2, so we have a total of a marathon. Looks like our average pace was somewhere between 15 and 16 minute miles. As far as my foot goes, these shoes made all the difference in the world. I felt very minimal pain the entire day. These shoes are awesome. They were the trick. Stopped and stretched out a few times, and that helped. So we'll see you next time. We got to go do 0.2 more miles to make it a full marathon. So it's like a place where there's water.
Yeah, water would flow there sometimes. Animals would live right there.
So basically, if you're stuck in the desert, that's the zone you want to head for.
That little spot right there is the spot where you'd find a little bit of water. That's why those trees are able to stay alive, is because they get enough water.
I need to get enough water so I can stay alive today.
I was looking through all the yogurt ingredients. You just can't really find anything that isn't just like loaded with sugar.
So, have you looked at Greek yogurt?
Well, I guess there's some low-fat stuff.
Yeah, but does it still like loaded with sugar?
All have sugar.
Really?
In fact, the ones that like the kids would like, it's pretty much candy. A jackhammer.
A jackhammer?
Yeah. It looks like a drill. It has a pad on the end of it, but it beats on your muscle and it hurts. But it totally loosened up Nailey's muscle.
The jackhammer. It's so funny. I guess that's like just a different version of rolling. Instead of rolling, it's pounding. Hey, sometimes you can even be friends with mountain bikers.
There you go. And hikers.
Yeah. Hey, we're running.
Oh, runners,
Yeah.
I mean.
runners.
Runners.
Chad Phelps, a good friend of mine. He's out mountain biking. You come up here pretty much every week?
3 times a week, yeah.
3 times a week.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's big time. And how many miles are you doing today?
40.
40 miles.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Hopefully.
How many have you
Unless
done so
there's too
far?
many runners out here. I'm only at 17.
At 17?
Yeah.
You said only?
Yeah. That means I got a lot to go.
When did you get here?
5. Started at 5.
Started at 5. We started at 5. We're only at like 4.5 miles.
You started over here?
No, we started on Wagon Wheel.
Wagon wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
went down most of them and came back. I probably just barely got in front of you guys.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go all the way down, because when I start seeing people,
You
I
turn
just
around?
turn around. There's one crazy lady out there, no lights. I about took her out.
Oh no.
It was still dark, and she's coming running. I didn't see her, and I happened to turn my light, and there she was. And
Oh no.
anyway,
Yeah. Well, if you
better
see
be
us.
careful. You're recording, so I got to watch what I say.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Well, if you see us, just feel free to run us down because you'll probably put us out of our misery.
There you go.
Chad Phelps, everybody.
All right,
Awesome
guys,
guy.
have a good
Great
one.
friend. See you later.
Thank you. See you.
Thanks,
Good
buddy.
luck.